Do you think this team can qualify for the World Cup?
Yes, of course.
Where are you getting the confidence?
If I'm not confident, I come back at home and I stop my contract. And if I feel that we can do that, but the reality, everybody wait the FIFA decision. But if we are FIFA decision about the 3 points of South Africa, so now everybody say, oh, we go to the World Cup. No. It's not like that. For going to the World Cup, you need to be focused on football. You need to be focused on your team. You need to be focused on your player. You need to be focused on your game project, on the process to go to have a goal. This is the only question. So now I prefer be focused now, not waiting after a decision. And if the decision come, I will be ready. My player will be ready. So now we work.
That game against Zimbabwe, are you still mad that your team didn't win it?
No, it's a football. This is the football. When you watch every time, every week, you watch a football game, lot of goal in last minute. So people, there is lot of coach, you know, and the reality, I put a forward, and we took a goal. But if I had put a defender and we took a goal, people say, why did he put a defender? Why he didn't put a striker? So this is the football. The reality, we made maybe 1, 2, or 3 mistakes in this goal, and the same at this Unity Cup. So we need to improve.
Sporty greetings and welcome to my channel. I'm still proudly Austin. Remember, this is the Fun Factory. If you're just discovering this channel, welcome on board. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. We're getting into that serious mode now for World Cup qualifiers. The English Premier League is back. The Nigeria Premier Football League is back. The different leagues in Europe back. And I don't forget my entertainment audience also. I've booked down some interesting shows coming up in the United Kingdom for your viewing pleasure. Welcome on board once again. That was Super Eagles head coach Eric Sekou. For those of you who have been here for quite some time, you remember I had that conversation with him in May, right after Nigeria defeated Jamaica to win the 2025 Unity Cup. And it was straightforward. He said he's still confident that Nigeria can qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I didn't expect less from him. Yeah, as a coach, you need to hype yourself. You need to keep the confidence. And Eric Sekou did a good job with that interview. Go check it out. If you haven't seen it, that's it right there. He talked about a lot of things, why he loved the job, his passion, the game project, how he wants to build an identity for the Super Eagles. Not just the Super Eagles, for Nigeria. And I liked it. The chant didn't go well. The African Nations Championship was Eric Sekou that led the Super Eagles home-based team to Zanzibar, and it didn't end well. They crashed out from the group stage and could only win their last game against Congo. But we're not going to judge him with that, you know. Let's talk about what everyone is talking about at the moment, and that's the 31-man list provisional. The provisional list Eric Sekou released for the, I think it's match day 7, 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and South Africa. This is very, very important for Nigeria, in fact, pivotal. And some of you guys didn't understand when I was saying, Eric Shell, you don't need the distractions with the 31-man provisional list. Eric Sekou was appointed in January. And from January till now, this is almost September, he should know his team. Come on, guys. Coach Shell, you should know your team. He has played 5 games with the main Super Eagles team and 3 with the Chan Eagles. So put that together, I call it 8. He has played 2 World Cup qualifying games. He played 2 important games at the Unity Cup, played an international friendly game with Russia, and as I said earlier, played 3 Chan is the African Nations Championship, but that's the acronym for it, Chan. Played 3 Africa Cup of Nations games. So this man knows, has an idea, basic idea of his team. I would let you know the players he has invited, the 31-man list, and I'll explain to you what I mean by he doesn't need this distraction, because I've been saying it and I've been misconstrued. A lot of you guys just don't get it. There's a difference when you put 4 good players that you know on standby. If player A doesn't do well, I know player B can easily get into it, and I switch him and I put him into it and turn on play and it's activated. It's different from when you call 31 players and you need to cut it about 23 or 24. It's all data mining online, guys, and sometimes this noise online, these distractions, they are necessary, particularly when you're dealing with Nigeria football. At the moment, it's in a place of just give us results. We just want to qualify for the World Cup. You're not wrong if you say it's in a state of emergency. The people just want to see their darling Super Eagles win. You don't want to put yourself into more confusion. You're watching this one, watching this one, watching this one, and then boom, you drop a player that they think you shouldn't drop. Problem. But as a coach, if you're firm, if you're focused, you know the players you worked with from the qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe down to the Unity Cup, you put them together and say, I've started work with these ones. That's the focus I'm saying I want Eric Sekou to have. Let's run through this 31-man provisional list that he picked. See, I will never, if you think I'll come here and say, oh, he should have called this one, oh, why did he call this one? I am not that type of sports analyst. I have always said it that footballers, particularly when you are playing at the top level, the senior men's national team, you are a professional. When a coach calls you, you merit it. I don't care where you are playing. Will I be playing in Ikotek, my name, the core part of my village? I don't care. If you're a professional footballer and you're called by a coach, I believe you merit it. And that's why I say Eric Chelle doesn't need this distraction he's giving himself, unless he wants to tell me he's not in charge of his team. And that's why I charged him, take control of your team. Because it was part of what we talked about when I met him, that he wants to be in charge of his team, that he wants to build an identity. He wants to know the players. He wants to see how he can put a blend between the home-based Super Eagles, the players playing in the league, and the players playing in Europe. He had something going in his game project that I liked. But all of you talking, you're forgetting that Nigeria football, particularly qualifying for the World Cup, is in a terrible place. That's the table. See South Africa up there with 13 points. Look at Rwanda. Look at Benin Republic on 8 points. Look at Nigeria in 4th, in a disgraceful 4th. With 7 points. Now, the Super Eagles couldn't beat Zimbabwe in Uyo. Are we sure they can beat Rwanda? And you're busy calling 31 so that people could say, oh, why did you drop this player? When we know this player is better than this one that you picked. Work with the team that you already know. Be in control. Let your players also know that you believe in them. And they will also believe in you. But this one that you're calling players and there's uncertainty around, all of you saying, oh, it's good for the competition. No. He should have enough. Keep your standby. I like standby players. I love it. A player gets injured, you know you're calling someone. If possible, let them even train with the team. And understand that they are also important to the team, but it's just that they're on standby. But when you start doing this, so provisional list is like screening. What makes you think Wilfred Ndidi is so confident that, oh, he's going to be in the team ahead of the other player? What makes you think Ako Adams wants to be dropped now that you have called him to the team? Why do you give yourself that sort of stress, headache? I swear I'll run through the 31 Super Eagles players in Eric Chelle's provisional list. The goalkeepers, regular, Stanley Nwabali, plays his football with Chippa United in South Africa. Amas Obasuge plays his football with Singida Black Stars in Tanzania. Adebayo makes a return to the team, plays for Volos FC in Greece. And young Ebenezer Harcourt, who seems to be doing all of the good things since they featured for the Flying Eagles at the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Life is going well for him. The boy is just 50 years old, and it's a privilege for him to come train with the big boys. That'll be good experience, and I can easily guess that Coach Eric Chelle won't be questioned if he drops him. You see what I'm saying? But let's imagine that he's a top professional player who has been through the ranks. You invite him, you now drop him, and then some section of the media starts questioning, oh, why would you drop him? Is it because he's so young? Blah, blah, blah. You don't need it. Let's go to the defenders. Captain of the team, William Ekong, plays with Al Khulud in Saudi Arabia. Calvin Bassey plays his football with Fulham FC in England. Olaoluwa Aina plays with Nottingham Forest in England. Bright Osai Samuel plays with football with Birmingham City in England. Bruno Yemachi plays for Olympiacos in Greece, is in the team. Igor Ogbu, who made good use of the chance given to him. Yeah, that's the word I want to use. At the Unity Cup, he was confident, he showed good authority, made less mistakes. See that kind of guy, for instance. Let's assume you need to prune down and you drop your goal, and people have seen that you're solid. You start explaining this distraction. That's what I was trying to say. I like Igor. I spoke with him right after the Unity Cup, and I could feel his confidence, how he has waited for so long and he has his chance now and is ready to take it. He's also in the team. He plays his football for Slava Prague in Czech Republic. Chidozie Awaziem is back on the team. Plays his football with Nantes in France, Nantes FC. Felix Agu was part of the team at the Unity Cup. Didn't really get much playing time as that, but Nigerians have seen him. Some people like him. He's a professional. I will never criticize him. He's also in the team. Plays his football in Germany with Werder Bremen. And young Benjamin Fredericks, who has moved to Denda FC of Belgium. But during the Unity Cup where we saw him, he was playing with Brentford at the time. Look at the defenders now. He needs to probably drop 2 or 3. Where does it start from? You have seen almost all of them play. The only player that has not played under Eric Chelle is Chidozie Awaziem. That's the only player. So why can't you just name your core defenders and maybe keep 2 on standby? Let's go to the midfielders. Alex Iwobi plays football with Fulham FC in England. Frank Oyeka, the big tank, all day, every day. I spoke to him during the Unity Cup. He's super excited to be back. Remember, we missed him. He wasn't called for that game against Zimbabwe, and it showed. It showed clearly. And I was saying, who did that error that Frank Oyeka wasn't part of the team? Let's see. Alassane Yusuf plays football with New England Revolution in the United States of America, is in the team. Wilfred Ndidi, new player for Besiktas FC, a regular in the team, all day, every day, my top man with Wilfred Ndidi in that midfield. No worries. Fisayo Dele Bashiru, I like him. I love his flair. I love his positioning. I love his work rate. I think he's very skillful. He's also in that team. Plays his football with Lazio in Italy. Rafael Onyedika, another top player, all day, every day. Plays his football with Club Brugge in Belgium. And Crisantos Uche plays for Getafe in Spain. Came into the Unity Cup team and right away made impact. So who will Eric Chelle want to tell at the end of the it was a provisional list. I have to drop you from this midfield, as I've mentioned, top players. You don't need the distraction, guys. That's what I was trying to say. You should know your players by now, Eric Chelle. If you want to put players on standby, put them on standby. Let them train with the team, and you let them understand that you're on standby because we can only take this number of players. So when you start calling 31, you watch them. We know what we know in Nigeria. People will get to call you and say, oh, this player, I think of this. That's why I told Eric Chelle, be in control of your team. It's very important. Let's go to the forwards. More headache for Eric Chelle. Ademola Lookman. We hope he'll get his issues with Atalanta sorted, but still an Atalanta FC player in Italy. Samuel Chukwueze plays football with AC Milan. The star boy Victor Osimhen plays for Galatasaray in Turkey. Simon Moses left Nantes for Paris FC, already doing his thing. Scored his first goal with the team over the weekend. Victor Boniface He's trying to seal a move to AC Milan. He's a Bayer Leverkusen player. They have a little bit of, not problems, it wouldn't be problems, like special grace of God, issues with his medicals. So the coaches and the medical staff, they will do the briefing and then we'll know if that move is going to be sealed. Cyril Dessers plays for Glasgow Rangers in Scotland. I also spoke with him. He's burning with fire, wants to represent the motherland, feels this is his time to take his chance and he's ready for it. Sadiq Umar plays for Real Sociedad in Spain. Nathan Teller was part of the Unity Cup team, plays for his football Bayer Leverkusen in Germany. Tolu Arokodare, that's the new kid on the block everyone is talking about him. He brought some spark, some charge into the team. He's also there, plays football with Genk in Belgium. Terry Murphy is back in the team, also plays for Nice in France. And Adams Accord that I talked about plays for Sevilla FC in Spain. So who isn't a top player? I think this provisional listing is just a complete distraction. And I still stand by it because it's as simple as you being a coach, you know the players you've worked with, and you didn't work with exactly all of them on the pitch. There were some that were on the bench. Build a solid bench that when there's crisis with the players active on the pitch, you can look at your bench and say this guy can come in and make a difference. Because now with the qualifiers, look at the table again, see how tight it is for Nigeria. When Eric Chelle got on the job, he knows 100% that the core mandate was to qualify for the World Cup. Out of a maximum 6 points, nobody's talking about that because it was new to the team at the time. A maximum 6 that easily he should have gotten. You beat Rwanda at home, and at an unacceptable time in football to concede. Yes, blame players and all of that, but he's part of the team, he's the leader. They didn't beat Zimbabwe. That game ended 1-1. And out of a possible 6, they got 4 points. So imagine if Nigeria had gotten maximum 6 points, they would have been second on the log with 9 points. That's how it is. When you know you have a chance, you need to take it. Now it's so difficult because South Africa, as it is, will play with everything that they have because there's a big possibility they'll get docked that 3 points. So they need to still do all they can not to lose against Nigeria or drop points whatsoever. So Nigeria beats Rwanda on the 7th of September and then travels to South Africa on the 9th for that crucial game. Look, I don't know how to explain it, but I know that everyone supporting Eric Chelle now is important we do because he's still new on the job, but he needs to help himself. If persons are trying to bend your hands and you know at the end of the day you're the one who will take all of the blame in the media, then you should stand your ground, be confident, take charge of your team, and, make history for yourself. But all of this, I could tell that something is wrong, and that's why I charged him. Take charge of your team. Be in control. Something is wrong. You can't tell me that with the way our football is at the moment, and you're calling players, you're calling new players, you're trying to experiment at this stage of the World Cup qualifiers with where Nigeria is on the table. No. That's faulty project management. That's planning and execution already gone wrong. I can see it, So guys, that's my point. What do you think? I when I saw the list, I was like, no, we shouldn't be having a provisional list now. You guys, I think some persons got it twisted and they look like, oh, we need some backup. Nobody, have backup. Even if you call 20, you still get backups, But I just want the focus. I just want people to have a unity of purpose. Just keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused. The only thing we need to do now is win the remaining games of the World Cup qualifiers and wait to see what football will give us. Let's talk about this. I know you want to talk about this. It's an interesting conversation. By the way, best wishes to the Super Eagles as they get on those 2 crucial World Cup qualifying games. I'll see you around again. That's it.